Good day, everyone. That's Monty, 80DB. Today we're at Nerstrand Big Wood State Park for an activation. I have some of the local hams joining me today for a group activity. So I'm going to try to get my activation in and then spend the day socializing and helping others get on the air. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you in a few minutes. Hello, everyone. So we're going to attempt to put up a 40-meter infed in this nice tree back here. I expect we should be able to get it mostly as a vertical, assuming my throwing skills with the throw bag are up to par today. Dig all that out and see what we can do. This is one of my, we'll use my 40-meter infed with kind of the high band coil on it. That way I don't have to worry about having a good match on any of the bands. It'll tune 10 through 40 without a tuner, less than 1.7 to 1 SWR on all the bands, so it's usually pretty good. Got hopefully a group activation today. I'll try to get mine recorded, and then we'll see if I can convince anyone else to go on camera today. Let's see how high we can get this little rascal. That ought to do. It's a pretty dead looking branch, but it'll hold an antenna for today as long as I don't hang out underneath it, because I do not want that to fall on my head. This is a homebrew 40-meter infed. The winder's cut out of a plastic cutting board. Made my template based on some of the other designs that I liked, and then modeled the rest of the antenna build off of different plans on the internet for making the 49 to 1 and matching coil. I'd be happy to share pictures and build instructions if anyone would like to make one. Have all those documented just for my own peace of mind. Shared a few different iterations of the build with the local radio club, so they've gotten to experience how they work. It's nothing fancy, just a 40-meter infed. So, all right, let's get this pulled up. Staying away from that branch that could fall on my head. We weren't quite as high as I was hoping, but got about 10 feet that's coming back the other way. get this rope out of the way in case someone else comes through. Don't want anyone to trip on it. I know you can't see this, but a little trick is don't wind the rope up. Just kind of loosely pile it, let it hang out. Otherwise, it's likely to get all tangled up on you. A lot of people will argue over the use of a counterpoise. All of my antennas are made and tuned with just a very short counterpoise that I use the feed line for. Put the chokes close to the feed point. That way the tuning is pretty consistent. Otherwise, if I do need to readjust the antenna, I can move those snap-on ferrites. Change the length of what my effective counterpoise is, and makes a big difference sometimes. Right. We're running the FT-891 today. Run a little bit more power because band conditions have not been stellar lately. And we'll see if we do, maybe we'll do some phone today. Give that a try. Been doing a lot of CW lately to try to practice and get better. And I'm prepared for that as well. All right. See what we can do today. Still fairly early, so we're going to check out 40 meters. Maybe not the digital stuff to start with. All right, we'll finish getting set up and we'll move the camera around and we'll see you in a few minutes. Hello everyone, welcome back. Again, we're getting set up at US-2514 Nerstrand Big Wood State Park. I'm going to try to run some phone to get started this morning. We do have a group activity today at the park. Have a number of hams from the local community that's coming out to do a multi-operator activation today. So I'll try to get mine done and out of the way, and then we'll visit and see if we can help some other people get their first activations in, or maybe their 100th activation. Either way, it should be a fun day. All right, been listening on 7237. So we'll get ourselves spotted here, and then we'll get to having some fun. All right, should have us spotted. This is Alpha Delta Zero, Delta Bravo. Is this frequency in use? This is Alpha Delta Zero, Delta Bravo. Is anyone using this frequency? CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero, Delta Bravo, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero, Delta Bravo, calling CQ from Nerstrand Big Wood State Park, US-2514 in Minnesota, and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero, Delta Bravo, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero, Delta Bravo, calling CQ from US-2514 and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero, Delta Bravo, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero, Delta Bravo, calling CQ from Nerstrand Big Wood State Park in Minnesota and standing by. The Delta 8 Mike Sierra, come again.
USL body Alpha Delta 8 Mike Sierra, Mary Sugar.
Alpha Delta 8 Mike Sierra, got you that time. Got you about a 5x7 today into US-2514.
USL 55 Mike India.
Roger the 5-5 to Mike India. Thanks for hunting and have fun today.
Thank you, sir.
7-3 QRZ. Go ahead, park to park.
Good morning, Monty. This is KPTP. I'm in US-9450 and I have a 55 on you.
Can I get that call sign again? Kilo 8 Alpha Tango Papa, got you that time. Appreciate the 5x5. I'll send a 5x7 back to you from US-2514. Roger the 94550. Good luck to you and have a great day. 7-3. QRZ from Alpha Delta Zero, Delta Bravo. The Alpha Alpha 7, come again. Alpha Alpha 7, Romeo Sierra. We'll give you about a 3x3. You're right at the noise today, but we got you in the log, Ralph. Roger the 3x5. Thanks for being there and have a great day. 7-3. QRZ from Alpha Delta Zero, Delta Bravo in Park US-2514. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero, Delta Bravo, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero, Delta Bravo, calling CQ and standing by. November 9, Lima X-Ray Papa, good morning. Solid 5-9 copy today into Minnesota, Park US-2514.
Roger, you're 5-9 plus here in Whiskey, India. I'm operating portable up here, battery power, end-fed antenna with a Zygo G90. I'm glad it's getting out.
Yeah, Roger, yeah, you're doing a fine job. I'm running about the same today. Got a 20 amp hour battery with a FT-891 and a 40 meter infed. It's mostly run as a vertical with just a little bit of a hook at the end. So yeah, the G90 is doing a great job. Hope you have fun hunting today.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for picking me up, man. 9 LXP.
73. QRZ from Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo. Is there a Juliet Hotel? QRZ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo. Calling CQ and standing by.
Everybody down there in El Paso listening, this is K-Fire LU in Michigan.
The station in Michigan, come again?
November 8th, Lima uniform.
Yeah, November 8 Lima uniform. Got you about a 5x7 today into Minnesota, Park US-2514. No, not quite El Paso, just Minnesota for today.
I moved up here earlier and thought, oh, where's the net? And then I realized I remembered it was shifted till 90 minutes later.
Roger that. Well, if a net comes along, I'll gladly move. I don't want to compete with anybody's traffic. So, anyway, thanks for hunting today, and you have a good morning.
And they rolled over to 8 o'clock to get away from the Breakfast Club. Okay, we'll do a quick drive-by, and then I got to get something, so I'll be here.
Roger that. 73 QRZ from Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo.
Pretty sure I am.
Sounds like the net's already started there, so I'm going to move to a different frequency just so I'm not competing with those folks, because I'm sure a lot of people won't be able to hear me, and it's just rude to talk over people. So see if we can find another frequency. If we slide down a couple K, maybe just one. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo. Is this frequency in use? A lot of noise and some weird QSB or something out, or QRM out there. Try 7250. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo. Is this frequency in use? This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo. Is anyone using this frequency? CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo. Calling CQ and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo. Calling CQ and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo. Calling CQ and standing by. CQ, 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 CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ and standing by. The Norway 8, come again. Norway 8, you faded out on me there, come again. Okay, I got November 8 Hotel Alpha Mike with a 5x8 to Michigan. I got you about a 5x5 when signals aren't fading out. Appreciate your patience and thanks for being there. Hi, Roger, 7-3. QRZ from Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, this is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ from Nerstrand Big Wood State Park, US-2514 and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, this is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ from US-2514 and standing by. Kilo Fox Zero Tango Zulu Uniform. Solid 5-9 this morning, Steve, into US-2514.
I got you at about a 5-6 here in central Minnesota today.
Roger, the 5-6 to central Minnesota. Must be doing some invis to get there from southern Minnesota. So thanks for being there and have a great day.
Thank you, and you too. 73.
At 7-3. QRZ from Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ and standing by.
Kilo 9 Oscar Bravo.
Kilo 9 Oscar Bravo, good morning. Got you solid 5-9, Jeff, into US-2514. Roger, the 5-9 to Mike India. Thanks for hunting and have a great day. 7-3 and QRZ from Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ, CQ, CQ and standing by.
Kilo 8 Romeo Sierra Charlie.
Kilo 8 Romeo Sierra Charlie, booming 5-9 into Minnesota today. Park US-2514.
Thank you. You're in Northport, Michigan. Great signal, thanks.
Roger, the 5-9 to Mike India. Thanks for hunting today and have a good one. 7-3. QRZ from Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ, and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ and standing by. November 8, Mike Delta, good morning. Got you a solid 5-9 today, Mike, into US-2514 in Minnesota.
USO, you're 5-9 into Minnesota, southeast Minnesota.
Roger the 5-9 to Minnesota. Thanks for being there, and hope you're having fun today.
73, have fun.
7-3. Always fun when you get to play radio, so no worries. QRZ from Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo. The park to park, go ahead. Alpha Delta Zero, Alpha, good morning, Russ. I got you about a 5x7 today on phone, and I'm looking forward to a CW with you later today. Hi. No worries there, Russ. I got a digital neighbor that stepped on part of your exchange there, so I'll put a 5-9 in the log for now, and we'll touch base on the CW contact later. All right, 7-3 for now, Russ. AD0DB, QRZ from US-2514. Kilo Zulu 9, come again. Kilo Zulu 9 Whiskey. Good morning, Birch. Got you about a 5x5 today into Nerstrand Big Wood State Park in Minnesota. It's US-2514. All right, I think I got a 5-5 out of that. Got some digital artifacts from my neighbor on FT-8 that's kind of stepping on you there, but got you in the log. Thanks for hunting, and you have a great day, sir. 7-3. QRZ. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ and standing by. Got Kilo Mike India, or the Mike India Kilo, come again. Kilo Sierra Zero Mike India Kilo. Got you about a 5x7 today into US-2514.
Roger, I've got you about a 5-8 today into Park US-331 in Kansas, and I've got a second operator for you.
Roger, Park 2331, and I will stand by for the second op.
Second operator is Kilo Zero Papa Juliet Romeo.
Kilo Zero Papa Juliet Romeo. Got you also about a 5x7 today into US-2514.
Thank you for the contact. I give you a 5-8 in Kansas here at Park 2331.
Roger the 2331 and the 5-8 into Kansas. Hope you gentlemen are having a great day, and we'll look for you later down the log. 7-3. QRZ from Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ and standing by. November 9, Golf Tango Lima. Got you about a 5x7 today into US-2514. Say again. All right, well, we got you in the log, November 9, Golf Tango Lima. Thanks for the call, and you have a great afternoon, or a great morning. 7-3 and QRZ from Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ from Nerstrand Big Wood State Park, Park US-2514, and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo, calling CQ from US-2514, and standing by. Just CQ last call, CQ last call. This is Alpha Delta Zero Delta Bravo in US-2514, doing CQ last call on 40 meters. CQ last call from 80 dB at US-2514. Alright, thanks everybody. We'll go QRT for a short bit and we'll set up for something else. 7-3 for now from 80 dB. Alright, so that's 15 QSOs in about 20 minutes, even with the frequency change for the net there and such. Some of the other operators that are coming out today are set up and they're running digital modes. So a lot of that loud static that you were likely hearing that was stepping on the stations is all part of the artifacts of being close together in an operating situation. So I'm going to take a short break. We'll see about doing some CW or more phone later today. But we're going to go visit with some of my neighbors, see what they're doing, and make sure everybody's got what they need to get going. Thanks for joining me so far. Appreciate you being here, and we'll look for you later down the log. 7-3 for now from 80 dB. Back everybody. Hello everyone. So we're still at Nerstrand Big Wood State Park. US-2514. Took a little tour around to visit with some of my neighbors running different bands and modes today. Some other people still setting up, so we'll visit with them shortly. We're going to try to run some CW, kind of between some of the digital noise that we have on different bands today. Hopefully we can make a few contacts here. Right. Thanks for being there. We'll see you in a minute. Double check. Been listening for a while. We'll make sure that nobody's here and we'll give it a go. Oh, tough copy on that one. Nice signal from Whiskey Alpha 9 RNE. Yeah, park to peak. The last one was a park to park. It's always nice to work some park to parks. The P2P is a park to park, so that last two calls were both in parks.
liking this thing.
So that was Russ, AD0AA on CW. So he's up at Father Hennepin today camping, but
Really?
we've been going back and forth online that he wanted to do a CW contact.
Yeah,
so,
okay, I saw
so
that,
we
yeah.
got him in the log.
Not so good. Well, there we go. Love this thing. This is great. How about 1.04? 5.
Yeah, those Rig Expert sticks are nice. So our neighbor is back on digital, so the noise floor is going up a little bit. So we'll try a couple more and we may take a break. VE3IJM. To Ontario. KG9HV in Indiana. Do a couple more calls and then we'll take a break. It's almost late enough in the day we can switch to a higher band.
I'm an attenuator.
No, you're just an antenna. You can be the antenna.
Well, that's my fillings. Where's Mikey? Where's Mike?
Oh.
Do you know? He's not consistently on either on FT-8. He's not consistently one way or the other.
Wow.
And I gotta get him on going on zeros. Or zeros or not, you know what I mean? So, we'll find him. Okay. Oh, there he is.
That QRM was pretty tough back there. Couldn't the N0 A and E was in.
Where are you? What band are you on?
I'm on 40. but it's like an inverter or something
Yeah,
sweeping through there. It's wiped everything out. So anyway, I think it's time to take a break. So
I'm going to start out on 20. Well, I have to. I'm going to drag my tuning out.
all right, so we'll take a break there. That's got us up to 23 for today with a few on sideband and CW. So anyway, thanks for joining me so far. We'll look for you later down the log. 80DB. I want to thank you all for joining me today. We didn't record all the contacts. I did a little hunting on CW between some of the FT-8 interference from my neighbor hams. But we ended the day with 30 contacts in the log, 15 on phone and 15 on CW. So pretty good coverage within the US today, a little bit into Canada as well. I appreciate you joining me. Hope to see you later down the log. It's 80DB, Monty, 7-3.